Made when Orson Welles' Hollywood career was beginning to hit the skids, Macbeth is a surprisingly riveting, intermittently powerful staging of Shakespeare's play. Much of the dialogue is barely intelligible, and obviously pared down, so Shakespeare aficionados probably do not approve. As filmmaking, however, Macbeth offers strikingly imaginative execution in the service of the familiar story. That the film came from the bargain basement Republic Studios is all the more remarkable. Nonetheless, Macbeth might be less profitably discussed as a cinematic interpretation of the play than as an adaptation of a theatrical production. For Welles exaggerates the theatricality of setting and performance and does not try to convince that this nightmare occurs in anything resembling the real world. In this regard, it differs substantially from Polanski's adaptation. Virtually all of the exteriors, including Birnam Wood, are obviously sound stages or matte shots. Yet what might seem impoverished for a movie remains well beyond most theatrical resources. Viewed from that perspective, the results can be enjoyed as a kind of super theater. Welles may have been influenced by Eisenstein's similarly theatrical Ivan the Terrible, which conjures equally exotic barbarism through heightened images, self-conscious performances, and expressionistic effects. Unlike Ivan, however, Shakespeare's characters are round enough that the actors can make more of their parts than Eisenstein's iconographic images. The most notable performance is Jeanette Nolan's frighteningly sensual and venal Lady Macbeth. Nolan dominates her every scene as she suggests Lady Macbeth's frustrations, makes her decline into madness thoroughly believable, and builds with great power to her harrowing suicide. In the smaller role of Banquo, Edgar Barrier expertly mixes cynicism and opportunism to look the other way from Macbeth's culpability. In fact, most of the performers render the verse with enough internal consistency that we can momentarily accept the stylized language as just the way these people talk. Unfortunately, the exception is Welles's Macbeth. As director, Welles creates a foreboding Scotland out of plaster of Paris, heavy smoke, impenetrable warrens, and brooding shadows, putting the camera at low angles like a cowering mouse to look up to the larger-than-life characters and settings in an imaginative world creation that complements Shakespeare's play. As actor, however, Welles is a superficial Macbeth, with little of the character's jagged contradictions, hesitations, and confusion to frame his lust and greed. Welles hits the obvious notes from one scene to another, but looks awkwardly actorish whenever he tries to suggest emotional depths he otherwise lacks. While Nolan's every move and inflection add up to a taut vision of Lady Macbeth, Welles's performance seems frankly sloppy. Welles was not a bad actor, but his abilities in front of the camera were nowhere close to his genius behind it. Macbeth is a creditable, serious stab at putting Shakespeare on the screen, and it could not be as good as it is without his inventive direction. It is just unfortunate that the director did not recognize the actor was inadequate for his vision.